What's up guys, Toby, 50 Baits. Today's video is sponsored by air conditioning. Oh my gosh, because if it wasn't for air conditioning, it'd be horrible. But we did the lights out the other day. I went and practiced a little bit and made just a few swim baits. They liked it, so we're gonna knock out some more real quick, and we're gonna do some green pumpkin blue in a worm that I have shown on here, out of the Kearby Design mold, the 6 1/4, the 6 1/4 inch. That's that big old mold. Split tail. God, that thing's so heavy. Green pumpkin blue. So I've got that plastic going, and of course we have the lights out right here ready to go. So we'll knock out a couple different baits, and I just figured if the crappie were biting them, maybe the bass would. So I'm gonna do it in the 3.8 inch rip wrap by Angling AI. Oh, I should have probably did some tracers and smelters too, but I ain't got the molds out. You can see what's going. Dang dummy. I'm shooting the ripper and the 3.8 inch. As you can see, I'm not fond of the ripper, of the mold, because every mold fits. This one will fit my single injector, but it will not fit my dual for some reason. I don't know why. I'm not gonna get into it, but it doesn't fit. I don't know why. But so again, that's the lights out. We did that last video. I know you don't want to see it again or whatever, but that's what we're doing right now. I'll show you those baits, and we're gonna get this other plastic ready and just show you how I do green pumpkin blue. It's pretty easy, pretty boring, but a lot of people wonder. I've got to shake real good. Don't forget that, y'all. We'll be using a Little Works I think it's 109. Oh. I've already vacuum chambered my plastic. I do it first, just easier for me. And while that's getting ready, my hands are sweaty. It's so hot. So thank you for air conditioning. Oh, here's the ripper. And here's the 3.8 inch rip wrap. This one's Angling AI. I believe this one is Fat Guys Fishing. Not dogging them, but I'm telling you, that is not my favorite model. That's the 3.5. This is a 3.8. And maybe you can see these old colors maybe a little better in a swim bait. I do. Ooh. Oh, I like them. I like them already. It's a little bigger than the crappie baits we shot the other day. So I'm hoping maybe you can see the colors a little bit better. Maybe not. That emerald green and that blue highlight, they ate it. They ate it. There's 2 more. All of them peeled. I never have a problem with this mold. The ripper, again, not only with my dual not fitting it, sometimes I have a problem with the tails in it. But if that mold gets hot or very warm, it just doesn't like to play ball for me. Now again, that doesn't mean I ain't dogging anybody. but I have problems with that mold. We are almost to temperature on this, 340. I'm going to show you guys how scientific I am when it comes to mixing my green pumpkin. Very, very, very scientific. Here's our ripper. Let's see what we got. Cannot complain this thing. Looks like they peel. 3.5 inch swim bait. These baits that are rippled, whatever you want to call it, to me don't show color as good. And that's just because of the ripples in the body. But so I'm gonna throw these in the boat for my tournament Friday night. Just a little old club tournament again, nothing. Might talk about it like it's something big, but nah. Just a little club tournament, fun. Ain't a ton of money that way. If you lose, you ain't losing much. If you win, you're making a little more than gas money. So I enjoy it, it's fun. Oh, I love to compete. And it does. There's our clear plastic. Get this big mold out of the way. That's it. Oh, I can't get it out of the way. That's what I'm gonna shoot. Oh. You saw this in the earlier video. This one is by Kearby Design Manufacturing. Very large mold with a lot, 8 cavities, 6 1/4 inches. So it is a bigger mold, but we don't mind that. What we do mind is that it will not fit in my hole, which gives me room with these. They're in my lap. Bye. Show them to you again here in a minute. Or better. Last time we went with 6 clamps. And it was enough. I think we had a little bit of flashing, but nothing major. I'm gonna put my plastic down here though. I don't want to get burned. Sorry guys, but I'll put it up here just to show you. This is how scientific it gets making my green pumpkin. Again, Little Works Green Pumpkin 109. I just love the color it gives me. The density. Oh. Scientific right there, boys. I ain't got a clue how many drops. I go till it's thick. I like it thick. There's times, you know, you just add a little bit. You just want that lighter, like a top of a swim bait or something like that. That's it. That's the science right there. I ain't got a clue how many drops. I go till it's thick. And that's pretty thick. Barely see the edge of the knife. That's how I like it. I like it really super thick. And we're gonna add, since I have almost 2 cups of plastic. My little spoon. And I am on my last little bit. I have about 1/4 gallon of Calhoun's. I'm done. I don't need a drum, so I don't know what to do. So I guess I'm gonna try some of Dead-Ons. I'm also gonna try, if I can get through or get an order through MF, and try their Super Stretch. So that'll be coming up soon. I don't know. This is 1/4 teaspoon, tablespoon, whatever it is. I think it's teaspoon. I'm gonna do a heaping large flake and another heaping large flake. I'm gonna put the top on because it will freaking knock over and I will have a glitter bomb in here again. In the small, the 015, it was 040. We're gonna go with a heaping and pretty much a even scoop. The small flake seems to show up or just, I don't know, it just spreads it out a lot better in the bait. So don't go quite as much on it. So if it was 1 cup, I would do 1 heaping and about 3/4 of the small, or the green pumpkin blue. If it's black, just straight green pumpkin, I go 1 and 1, because the only thing the black's going to do is help darken it up. So there's our green pumpkin blue, guys. Really, really scientific. We're going to put this gargantuan mold up here. We're also going to put a screw extender on it. Matter of fact, I'll turn it around, see if it helps in it. And we just want to inject it. I better hurry up. Oh Lord, look at that plug in that. Uh-oh, that's plastic in behind my O-ring, is what that is. So, it's time to clean out the injectors. Let's give her a go. Hope it didn't get too cold. I need every bit. I don't remember the size of this injector, but I need every bit of it for this mold. Slow, steady push on these bigger molds, and I like to hold pressure. A lot of plastic, bigger baits, you can't get denting, quite easily. So I hold pressure. Again, when you're holding pressure, it's just the weight of my hand on the injector. I'm not really pushing. That'll cause you some flashing and stuff like that. So all I do is just keep the weight of my hand on it, and I am even going to top off, because like I said, it is a large mold that requires a lot of plastic. A buddy of mine told the other day, he believes one lake, he believes green pumpkin blue. If he runs out of green pumpkin blue, his night is done. He's like, oh my God, I ain't got a green pumpkin blue. What the? I'm like, damn, bro, just fish whatever, But anyway, that's what he thinks, and hey, I get it. It's a confidence thing for him and for me on my colors. We got enough to maybe shoot it one more time. We will with the plugs and all the extenders and everything. Again, this is Kearby Design 6 1/4 stick bait with a split tail, almost like a little fluke tail, But he's been fishing it on a shaky head. I would have never thought to fish it on a shaky head. The reason I wanted that bait is to burn it over brush piles. Try to have brush piles that come up to about 5-6 feet from the top of the water, and just burn that thing right over it. And for the spotted bass, you can't go fast enough, it seems like. They're going to catch up to the bait. Hair everywhere, hot. Let's got to go. Got to go, got to go. The screw extender, all it does is it just gives you a little extra plastic for where it draws down into your runner or screw, whatever you want to call it. Call it whatever you want. That's all it is. Just extra plastic to go down in there. And it helps with your bigger, just sits right down in there, boom. Helps with your bigger baits that like to draw down. You have to sit there and keep topping them off. Screw extender helps that. You don't have to do it near as much. So, you don't have some, get some. I think I got those from Fat Guys, I believe. Some people make them out of brass and something else, but I'm not real crafty like that. I just buy them like that. Let's open this big gargantuan thing up. We've been catching them on a shaky head on this bait here, so whatever's working. I would have never fished it on a shaky head, but again, you learn from people when they're fishing. That green pumpkin blue, it almost looks green, doesn't it? It's funny how color and flake, how they play off of each other. But looking at it in real time, you see more blue. It looks like in the camera it's more green. Hard to tell. Maybe y'all can tell me. And there it is, 6 1/4 inches of awesomeness. And this mold has been great, man. It shoots great. I haven't had any issues with it. And usually a lot of cavities and a lot of baits. I mean, that's a lot of plastic going in there. Usually you're going to have some problems, especially with denting. I haven't had any. All these came out perfect. When you're clamping like I do, don't push too hard or you will get flashing, but that's not the mold fault, that's my fault. So anyway, there it is. There's your little tail on there. Like I said, he's fishing on a shaky head. The thing just jiggle up and down. So that is it. That is the scientific formula for green pumpkin for me. I know some people are, oh, 27 drop. I go thick with it. The thicker the better. I don't want to see through it. There's some baits I will, but with these here, just any kind of straight green pumpkin or green pumpkin orange, green pumpkin blue, green pumpkin green, I want it thick, really thick. I just seem to get more bites on it when it's real thick like that. Again, may just be me. I'm different than a lot of folks. Probably have crazy. There you go. But that is it. They did eat on these, or they did eat on this color. I would show a picture of one that was caught the other night, but I think some of my locals watch, and I gotta be a little secretive until Friday. So, you know, want to show, don't want to show. We got to turn for Friday. It is what it is. So, anyway, I got to shoot a few more of these. I appreciate you guys being there, being here, watching, subscribing. If you don't mind, if you haven't, hit that subscribe button. Like I said, he's been catching them on a shaky head, using that worm. I use it differently. I'll throw an EWG hook, and these things are pretty heavy as far as the weight of them. And I don't even have to add salt to them, so I can still throw them on a bait caster with an EWG hook. If I want more weight, I have some lead wire that you use for tying flies, but I'll just add that to the hook on the bottom of the hook, not towards the hook shank, but just towards the hook. Give it a little more weight if needed, or you can add your salt to these to give you some more weight. Some baits I do, some baits I don't, but he's going to use these on a shaky head, so I don't want any more salt. I want them actually, you know, up where he can make them dance on that shaky head. So that's how we rig them, 2 different ways. But if he's hammering on them too, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to switch up. But I wish I could tell y'all, but that caught a good one the other night, and there was another one that followed. So wasn't a tournament. I was just practicing. That sort of pissed me off, but I know where they at. I know where they live. So as long as they bite, it's on. Appreciate you guys being here. Appreciate you watching. It's hot as hell. Be safe out there. Y'all know the deal. Let's go catch some fish. What's it?